Maybe you feel like this. Have you ever felt like Barbie here?
Surrounded by all those boxes, all that stuff.
Yes, a lot. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're downsizing, maybe you just have a lot of stuff and it's starting to pile up.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. We have someone in here today who is going to walk you through how to not feel like Barbie. We have Julie McCullough with us on the couch. Julie, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you have this volunteer effort going, which we're very excited to hear about, where Julie's not making any money off this. She is helping people just like you, like we said, just not feel like this Barbie doll that you brought in. Tell us a little bit about this effort that you've begun.
Well, I moved here 3 years ago, and in 1 year, the first year of the pandemic, my husband and I cleaned out and combined 3 houses into one. Wow. And so I learned a lot firsthand. How do you deal with boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff? I am committed to keeping things out of landfill, and so what I'm doing now is a pay it forward, helping other people deal with this daunting task of how to downsize, how to move, whatever it is. I am not the person you hire to come in and help clean out your house, but I have a lot of good suggestions or ideas about how to approach it. The first thing is it's overwhelming. Figure out a space, a box, a closet that you want to clean out today. Set aside maybe an hour. Less if you can't even deal with an hour, and go through that. And I recommend that people take a triage approach. You go through that box and you take everything out. You say, this is something I adore. I'm going to keep this till the day I die. Put it aside and it'll go back in that box or on that shelf. Then you're going to have a middle category. You're going to look at it and say, I have to try every single item on, or I have to think about it and decide it. That's going to totally stop you from doing anything. So put that aside, separate from the absolutely going to keep. It'll go back into the shelf. And I've found if you go back to the same things a month or 2 or 6 months later, a lot of those things in that middle category will now become easier to say, I'm going to keep that or I'm not going to keep it.
I just did that with my cosmetics, which is like a space that you never even think about cleaning out a lot of the time. So I went through and I was like, I haven't worn this lipstick or this lip gloss or like any of those things. And so I cleared out like my whole dresser drawer and now I have it back. And I'm like, wow, good to see you.
So good. I know you said you're committed to keeping things out of landfill. So do you walk people through once they have their giveaway pile, where to donate or who to give things to?
Well, the talk that I'm giving at the Georgetown Library is actually part of a larger effort. This is also all volunteer, but I am starting to create a clearinghouse for clearing houses.
Perfect.
And I'm gathering information based on what I had learned when I moved here.
Well, let us know, how can people get in touch with you? I know you don't want to give too much away before your talk coming up in February, but if someone's interested in asking questions or helping you out, how can they get in touch?
I have an email which is easy to remember. It's Downsizing in Delaware, spelled out, at gmail.com.
Perfect.
Easy enough.
Nice
Julie,
and easy.
Thank you so much for explaining this. I think this is going to give a lot of people a sense of peace.
I think so too.
And excitement for what's next in their life.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
I volunteer a couple days a week at Habitat for Humanity Restore. I'm taking books that are donated to the store for resale. And so I also have a lot of knowledge about the recycling and reuse part of it from working at organizations like that.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. That'll, I think, really give you a lot of credit then. Perfect, Julie. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Hey, we have some more coming up on Coast Life. Someone local that you may have seen might be on Bartender Magazine. We're going to get on that when we come back.